I run my business fully remotely from Thailand, but before that, I had landed multiple globally remote jobs. And the number one question I get asked across all of my friends, across everyone I meet, is how the heck to land a remote job? How do you do it? It's so competitive. The job market sucks right now. These are all things that I get to this day. And today I want to break down 3 actionable steps that you can do today to secure a globally remote job. Everyone wants a remote job, but unfortunately, the harsh truth is not everyone has what it takes to actually land a remote job. The honest to God answer is the global marketplace and the global landscape has gotten highly competitive. Everyone wants to work remotely, travel the world, go to amazing locations like Thailand, and run and grow your career. So, what is the actual formula to land a remote job? Here's the thing. I run a 360 recruitment agency where we place the top 1% of global talent, very highly competitive, with entrepreneurs who are looking to scale and open to global work, global contract work. And like I said, very competitive. We only select the top 1% of this talent. So today I'm going to give you 3 tips that really make candidates stand out in the job market process and increase our chances of getting hired. Number 1, if you're a candidate right now and your number one goal is location independence and being able to travel the world, I want you to take yourself out of the role of actually being the hire, and I want you to place yourself into the role and the mind of the founder, the CEO of that company, and the hiring contact that you're going to be interviewing with. This is an exercise that we have some of our candidates do. I want you to dive deep into what they would be looking for. When you're applying, what can you do from your perspective as the hire to stand out in their mind? That is why it's so important to take yourself out of the hire position, put yourself in the CEO position, and start to position yourself through that lens and thinking creatively. I'll give you one actionable tip off the bat. Instantly, there is a 10x open ratio with video marketing tactics. If you are not using Loom, you can have up to 20 free videos per month. If you're not using Loom, you are missing out, especially when it comes to the global job market. Use Loom to your advantage. Use Loom to look at either the CEO or the hiring manager, whatever the number one point of contact is for the business you're looking to get the job for. You use Loom and you reach out and go above and beyond. Now, you can't just go and send a generic message and look unconfident. You need to, like I said, put yourself into the role of the CEO or founder that would be hiring for that position and really go above and beyond to stand out. You know, if you're getting hired for a, say, social media manager role, what can you do to show your value directly within those first 2 minutes on that Loom? How can you go above and beyond to other candidates? Another thing I will say as well, in any Loom or any sales in general, finding a commonality with the point of contact is so important. So did you go to the same college? Do you know their town? At a minimum, I would say you show your value with showing you've done your research on trending news articles they've been featured in. That's an easy gimme one. That will increase your chances of getting the first round interview. Number 2, this is something you might not want to hear, but you need to recognize that the global job market might be a long game. And hear me out when I say this. So I think it's really important. This is something we have our candidates do to start to track target companies or target jobs that are globally remote or remote for you in a job tracker. You can do this with Google Sheets. You can do this with Notion, but it's just important to start to track, what would target jobs be, because then you can start to track hiring and opening positions throughout the seasons of the year. So many factors go into a hiring decision: time of year, seasonality, retention. A lot of the globally remote jobs or remote jobs are in the startup world. It depends if they got funding, if funding got cut. There's so many factors. So being able to track your time and energy on what you would want, but also map out target companies is so important, because then you can stay up to date on trends. And more importantly, putting your hat off as the hire and putting your hat on as the founder, there's so much value you can provide, showing that you've also stayed up to date with current news and events in the company. And number 3, there's a lot more that goes into getting hired, so I might make this a series, but number 3 is being able to storytell and know your elevator pitch through and through. I'm sure you've heard this in so many other interviews on how to get hired and how to land remote jobs, but being able to actually sell yourself is so important. I would highly suggest scouring YouTube on how to interview, how to storytell, how to present yourself in the best way possible for this position, and the value you bring, especially in the remote work environment. I'll tell you this because I've met with thousands of founders. A lot of the times these founders want the same exact things: ambition, hardworking, being able to be proactive in a remote work setting, and proof of success in a remote setting is all key. And these are all things they're looking for on the interview. So it's about how you tell your story and how you present yourself. So I hope those 3 tips were helpful for you. Whether you're looking to hire or you're looking to land a remote job, I really hope that those 3 tips provided value to you. For job seekers, one last thing I'll leave you with. If you are actually serious about breaking into remote work or breaking into the creative remote work field, we have a form in our bio. We place the top 1% of remote talent with the top founders. It's a very competitive process, but if you are a fit, one of our recruiters will reach out to you with next steps on how to actually get hired and match with founders. Or if you're a founder, busy entrepreneur watching this, and you're looking to scale and up-level your team, there's also a link in a form for you to fill out as well, where we can help you really quickly within 72 hours hire the best of the best talent. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, your dream job is very, very close. Follow these steps and follow this channel for more. And if you ever need a reminder that it's possible, remember, I'm working from Thailand, and I believe in you, and I'm supporting you.